And welcome to my video. So from the title, as you can see, this is a full one brand tutorial and it is e.l.f. So I went to Target, I bought so many products. The great thing about e.l.f. is that it's so affordable. So today I'm going to be trying a lot of new products, a lot that I haven't tried before, and I'm going to be showing you guys, you know, first impressions about it, but also doing a tutorial for you guys on this makeup look, one brand tutorial. I wish that I had used some of these products beforehand. I wish that, you know, it was more of a favorites video because I struggle a lot in this video, I'm not gonna lie. But nonetheless, I got the makeup look done. So if you are interested, go ahead and keep watching and we'll get started. Alright guys, let's get started. So I went to Target and I pretty much purchased the whole e.l.f. aisle. I stood there for a good hour or so just picking out the things that I needed for this video. I'm super excited to do this video because I'm going to be trying out a lot of their products. Today I'm going to start off with something that I've already used and I really enjoy using it. This is the e.l.f. eyebrow kit and this is in dark. And I'm going to pair this along with the e.l.f. small angled brush. So I'm just going to do my eyebrows with this. So I'm going to get into the dark side and just use that to outline the brow. And then I'm going to get into this sort of medium shade and then I'm going to use that to fill it in. Alright guys, so I finally finished up with those brows. Now I'm going to tame them with a little bit of this clear brow and lash mascara in clear. But I've used this before. It isn't like the most taming thing, but for like $1, it's not bad at all. And I'm going to run it through. I'm gonna make my brow hairs go up and give it like a bushier kind of feel. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with some concealer next. This is a new concealer that I picked up from e.l.f. It's the HD Lifting Concealer in medium. So I really just want to take this concealer to use as a base for my eyeshadow, and we're gonna see how this works. I usually use concealer as an eyeshadow base anyway, so I wanted to stick with my normal routine. I also kind of want to clean up the brow area. So I'm just gonna take this crazy e.l.f. Brush. It's like it was a fluffy brush, and then I had cut it to be like a tapered brush, and then I started using it for concealer. So now I'm just gonna blend in the concealer with this brush since I had already used it for concealer. Next I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. little black book. It has 48 colors. This is $10. So I feel like this is also going to be like a first impression video because there's a lot of stuff that I'm using for the very first time. Oh wow! So this is what it looks like when you take it out of the box. It has 48 shadows, the two little brushes, and it has a pretty nice sized mirror. What I like about this specifically, just taking it out of the packaging, is that it looks like this. It says Little Black Beauty Book. Warm edition, so it just looks like that and you can just open it and the eyeshadows are there, so that's super cute. And I feel like you could carry this around in your purse because it's really small. I'm gonna set the concealer with this shade right here. So I'm just gonna put that under the brow. Alright, so first let me start off with a transition shade. I kind of want to start off with this orange shade right here. I think that's very pretty. So far this shadow is not that pigmented, but we're gonna keep trying to work with it. Okay, I picked up the shade next to it and that is like super pigmented, so what is going on here? Next I'm gonna use this red looking shade. And I'm gonna take that more into the crease here. So that ended up a lot lighter than I wanted it to be, so let me take a darker brown shade. Got a little bit of a soft cut crease shape going, so I'm pretty happy considering these eyeshadows are kind of, could I say? Alright guys, so now that we have some of that shadow in, I'm going to go in with an eyeshadow lid color. So I guess I'm gonna take this gold color. I'm going to go in with eyeliner. So I'm gonna take my e.l.f. eyeliner. This one is, I think, only $1. So I have eyeliner in on both sides. So next I'm going to take my e.l.f. eyebrow curler. What I'm actually gonna do is get back into that angled brush and get back into that brown and just take that here into the outer part of my crease and just make a line here. So I think that when I was doing that, I picked up some of the liner and sort of put it in the crease, so I'm just gonna go with it, to be honest. So for mascara today, I'm going to use this volume plumping mascara in black from e.l.f. This was also $3, so I'm trying it out. We're gonna see how this goes. It's supposed to be a volumizing mascara, so we'll see. Alright, so right off the bat, the first thing I'll say is this mascara definitely separates your lashes to make it look like you have a lot more. The only thing is it definitely doesn't lengthen or like thicken your lashes like some mascaras would. I wouldn't use it as like a standalone mascara, but I definitely would use it as like something to separate your lashes. Alright, so the lashes aren't that important because I did buy a lash kit. So this is the natural lash kit. What I thought that was cool about this is that it comes with glue as well, so you have your lashes and your glue. Alright, so I'm gonna get into this lash glue that it comes with. Oh, interesting. This is such a weird color. This is like yellow. Is this safe to put on my eyes? This looks so sketch. This looks really sketch. If I wasn't doing all e.l.f. right now, I would not use this. But since this is an all e.l.f. tutorial, gotta use this glue. Oh, that smells really bad. So while I wait for this, okay, this is turning blue. That's weird. Has anyone else used this glue before? How do you guys feel about this glue? Like, has anyone else used these lashes? Because this is so interesting. Alright, so I'm just gonna pop these on. They have turned blue, which I'm assuming means they're ready. Alright guys, so I'm not gonna lie, this is turning out to be a horrible, horrible experience. So these eyelashes are crazy. First off, they're really heavy. Also, I had to put lash glue on again, so I had to take them off and then put them on again because the inner corners did not stick, so they were coming off. Then I tried to go back over with eyeliner on top of the glue because that's what I usually do, and the eyeliner is just clumpy now. It's just like this weird texture. I don't know if it's out, I don't know if it's dried up on the inside, so everything is ending up so bad. My eyeliner is really thick now. You can still see white parts, and these lashes are just heavy on my eyes. So for foundation, I decided I'm gonna try this foundation palette right here. This is in light/medium. You have a quad pretty much, and this has different foundations. So the one thing I did not get, actually the two things I didn't get, was a primer and a setting spray. The setting spray was all like sold out. In replacement of a primer, I'm just gonna go in with some moisturizer, just a tiny bit. I'm like so disappointed with my eye makeup right now. It's just a mess. So looking at this, I'd say this is the closest color to me. Let's just blend in what we have and see how that goes. Okay, so that shade is a little too light, so I'm gonna mix in some of the dark shade. That looks a lot better. Okay. Okay, so in the light I look really pale. That's not what I look like in real life though. God, guys. I'm gonna go back over with the dark shade, I guess, because I'm looking pale. What I'm kind of worried about is what this is gonna do to my skin, because this is like foreign stuff for me, and you know, you just never know how your skin is going to react with a new foundation. It isn't like the worst foundation in the world, but it isn't very good. It really brings out the texture of my skin, which you know, I don't have perfect skin. Alright, so yeah, alright, so that's that. Honestly, this seems like a challenge video. Like, this seems like I'm just trying to see, like, if I can do like a makeup tutorial using all e.l.f. products. So I'm gonna take my concealer again in medium. So medium, I feel like this color for concealer is actually like, I don't want to say darker than the foundation I put on, but it definitely isn't lighter. So I'm gonna blend this out using that same brush. So I'm just getting back into that foundation palette I just used, and I'm gonna take some of the lightest shade and just try to use that as a concealer. Moving on, I'm gonna set that concealer. So I'm gonna try out the Perfect Finish HD powder. All right, so it's just a white powder like this, and it's supposed to be like an HD, whoa. And on the other side, it has like a little place for this sponge that I'm definitely not gonna use. So I'm just gonna take this underneath the eyes. Ooh, this powder is nice. I think I'm actually gonna use this powder all around my face because I don't like the finish of that foundation. I feel like I look very, not even dewy, just kind of sweaty. So I'm just gonna take that powder all around and set my foundation and my concealer, which maybe that's what you're supposed to do. Maybe that foundation has to be used with a powder. I don't really know. So everything definitely looks a lot better once you set it with this powder. So this powder is actually very nice. I do like this powder. I would recommend this powder. I'm just gonna take a brown shade and I'm just gonna smudge the lower lash line. I'm just gonna get back into that matte brown shade. Personally, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I would not recommend these lashes. I know that they're cheap and all, but like for what, like $3 more, you can get like Ardell or Kiss lashes, which are so much better quality, so much easier to work with, and look so much better compared to these lashes. I am not a fan of these lashes. I feel like they ended up ruining my makeup look, but what are you gonna do? Alright, so with that in, I'm just gonna go in back with that e.l.f. mascara and coat my lower lash line. For the inner corner highlight, I'm gonna go back in with the shade I used under the brow. Next, I'm gonna go in with something that I know I like. I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. bronzer palette, and I'm gonna take my tapered brush, and I'm just going to contour real quick. Okay, so moving on, I'm gonna go into blush. I'm gonna use this baked blush, which is Peachy Cheeky. It looks super cute. And I'm gonna go back in with my e.l.f. Blush brush that I just used. So I couldn't really find like a good highlight. They did have like a highlight concealer type deal, but I definitely didn't buy that. So we're gonna see if I can just get into this little tiny eyeshadow. I just used that same color that I used under the brow and in the inner corner. For lipstick today, I decided to go for this moisturizing lipstick in Ravishing Rose. I can see why they say moisturizing, because this is very like creamy. Alright guys, but that is the end of the makeup look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this all e.l.f. makeup tutorial. This had a lot of first impressions, so it made me feel like I was doing a challenge video where I was like using all these products because I had to. A lot of them are not my favorite, but we worked through it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.